YouTube, what it do? This is Huncho TV, and you now tuned in to my latest drop. And if you made it this far, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. And just know, your time here is greatly respected and highly valued on this channel. So without further ado, let's get into the next video.
Yeah, and so
well, you asked me if doing prison was the hard part, and I spent over 12 years in prison. In 18 years, I did 12 total. And it wasn't the hard part, wasn't going to prison, it was getting out and trying to be part of society again. Because at one time I was a contractor. I had 4 employees, 3-bedroom house, blah, 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 blah. And I had to lose it all to realize it was just stuff, but still. Then when you're done with your time, and I discharged my sentence in February 11th of 2011, I got my parole papers signed off. I became a citizen again. I can actually vote. I can actually go in and vote for the president. But I can't get a job here or here or here. I can't have any apartments because they won't accept felons. And I even went through an agency that took felons, and they'll give a pedophile an apartment before they will me because I had a drug charge. I wasn't even dealing drugs, I had possession. But anybody that has possession of drugs, they're worried about them selling drugs in their apartments, so they won't give them one. But this place would give a pedophile, somebody who raped a little baby or something, and give them an apartment, but they wouldn't let me have one because of my felony.
Wow. I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I would much rather live next to a drug dealer versus a PDF for multiple reasons. And just to name a few of them, you don't know if that person is plotting on you. You don't know if that person is plotting on your kids. You don't know if that person is plotting on your loved ones. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that because I do drugs, because I don't. But again, for obvious reasons, you just don't know. That just goes to show how broken our system is and how broken society is for that to even be allowed. That's crazy.
I had a drug felony, and just the hard part was just becoming part of society again. It's like they didn't want me. They didn't want me to be part of their society anymore. So I just decided, fuck it. I'm gonna sleep in a tent. I'm gonna do what I love for a living, which is playing music. And if I just make a little bit of money, I'd rather do what I love with a passion and make a little money than go back to contracting and try to make a lot of money and be part of a society that doesn't even want me no more. Fuck them, you know? Fuck society. That's the way I feel.
feel that. Why did
I meet a lot of good people, but I believe there's a lot of good people out there, but for the most part, most people, all they care about is themselves. You could be standing there on the corner bleeding and people just drive by you. And they wouldn't want no part of it. They wouldn't want no part of the drama. So there'd be 1 in 10 that might stop and help, you know?
Ain't it crazy how the world has changed? So this video was uploaded 10 years ago, so that would be 2015, right? That was 1 year after I graduated high school. Now, although smartphones were popular at the time, even till this day, you could be bleeding out, like this brother said, in the middle of the street, dying on your last breath. And nowadays, people would literally just grab their phone and record you versus trying to help you. I've seen this firsthand, and it is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. It is so inhuman. It's sad to say that, you know, we live in a society where people would much rather go viral and be responsible for having a video clip of someone taking their last breath versus actually being that person that called 911 to get this person help, to be the reason this person got a chance to see another day, to be the reason this person got the chance to be with his family, his loved ones again. People would much rather go viral for clicks. Sad. It's sad.
I walked up to a woman once to ask her what time it was. I was pushing the cart. Me and my wife were pushing our cart. We had all our stuff in a grocery cart. I was pushing. I needed to know what time it was, so I went up to ask this woman what time it was. She's like, "Oh, get away from me. I don't have any money. Leave me alone." I'm like, "I don't want money." She's like, "Just get away from me. Go." I'm like, and I'm thinking, what could have this woman been through that she's so terrified of a stranger that she, what if my wife was pregnant, her water just broke and I needed help? I mean, who knows? What if I was having chest pain and I needed her to call 911? She didn't care. It was just, get away from me. Go. I don't got no money. She thought all I wanted was her money. I just want to know what time it was.
Wow. Now, I myself personally, I have encountered the less fortunate in many different occasions, but I've never reacted in a way that he's saying this woman reacted. Now, I'm hoping if this woman did react the way she reacted, I'm hoping it's truly because she has had some bad encounters with individuals like himself. Something that was very traumatic. But if it's nothing that's on that scale, to me that's very inhuman, right? Because it shows that you don't want to give the next person the time of day. This brother right here was just genuinely asking, what time is it? Maybe he didn't have a watch, he didn't have a phone, he had no way of accessing a clock. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for food. He just simply asked, what time was it? And to his point, what if he was having a stroke or a seizure? Or what if, his wife was pregnant and her water broke? What if they was on their last breath? You know what I mean? How would that individual have felt if she reacted like that and then later on the news saw that that person died? How would you feel? Gotta do better.
And it hurt, man. It's like, damn. People,
It does hurt.
it's like, damn. It's humanity. So many people, what have they been through that makes them so terrified of relationships and people that they just don't want nothing to do with nobody? It's sad. It's
I
really
wasn't
sad.
scared of you when I saw you.
Well, it's your one in a million, I mean, you're actually sitting down and talking to me, Most people don't give a damn. But it's all right. When it comes down to it, I came in this world by myself, and when I die, I'm going to be the only one in that coffin. And so really all I guess that matters is me, I guess. I don't know. I think people matter, but the more I'm starting to see, less and less.
You matter, bro.
I feel that way about you too, man. You matter. I mean, you care.
Sometimes that's all people want to hear. It's the little things. You matter. It's little things like that can brighten a person's day, brighten a person's mood. Hell, even make them smile. I've been around people who just had this look on their face like they hated the world, they hated life. But being the very human person that I am, the very genuine person I am, I tend to brighten up people's days just based off my energy. You know what I mean? Saying a little small stuff or doing a little small things that people may not notice, and ultimately it ends up making these people smile. And there's no better feeling than being able to make somebody smile when this person does nothing but have a frown or have a look on their face like they're mad at the world all the time. It's the best feeling ever. It's the most human thing ever. You know what I mean? And it sounded like this brother right here, all he wanted to feel like was he belonged. He just wanted somebody to make him feel like he mattered.
It's sad to see that most people don't. It's just sad because there's so much beautiful things in life. There's so many beautiful things in life. Relationships are beautiful. Nobody wants relationships. Check this out. I've got over 240 some friends on Facebook. Most of them I knew from high school. I mean, I knew a lot of people I got around, all right? 240 some people I know on Facebook. Most of them I thought were good friends from high school. Christmas Day, I Facebooked them all and I'm like, hey, it's Christmas. I haven't talked to some of y'all in over 20 years. Here's my number. Call me. Let's have a conversation. Nobody. And I posted that thing over and over Christmas Day. Nobody. And I'm talking people that asked me to be their friend. Oh, so-and-so wants you to be their friend. Well, I know this person from high school. Sure, I'll be their friend.
What does that
They wouldn't
mean?
call.
What does that mean?
It means people don't want relationships no more. They're so into their internet and so into their Facebook. They got their this is their idol. Internet's becoming an idol, man. It's like people don't want relationships. They want the kind of relationships where they can be who they want to be and be who they are. You know, instead of being who they are, be who they want to be and pretend to be. Oh yeah, I'm 6'4" and I got dark hair and blue eyes and big shoulders, but then I can't ever meet this person because I don't look like that, you know? And most people on these internet relationships, man, a girl, my high school sweetheart, I hooked up with her on Facebook, contacted her, hey man, let's meet. Well, she gave me her number. She's like, well, look, just text me. I really don't have time for conversations no more. She'd rather go text back and forth for 2 hours, texting back and forth, instead of having a 10-minute conversation that could have summed it all up. People don't want conversations. They don't want nothing no more. I don't know what they want. But this world sucks, man. The way that people see it.
Ain't that crazy? Like, how is it that people could sit here and really say that they don't have any time to talk, to have a simple 5 to 10 minute conversation, but we'll be willing to sit and text you for hours and hours when you could have simply just had a simple, genuine conversation that would have lasted 5 to 10, maybe 15 minutes. It's like we don't appreciate human to human connection anymore. And that's scary because humans thrive off of human to human connection. That's how we operate. You know, that's where we get our love, our joy, our passion from. You know, it's off of other human energy, you know? And nowadays we live in a society where the human to human connection just gets less and less and less day by day because of social media, because of the internet. You see people spending less time with each other, but spending more time being on social media, portraying a lifestyle that they just don't live. Why? Because nowadays it's easier to lie about the person that you are. It's easier to lie about the lifestyle that you live because, hell, who really knows, right? Unless there's somebody that you see on a daily basis, whether it's at work, at school, at church, at home, in your neighborhood. You know, most people would never know. Again, as humans, we thrive off human to human connections, and it seems like we're getting less and less of that day by day.
Really?
Totally agree.
You know, so
I mean, but
I'm just trying to make the world a more better place, man, a more beautiful place. And if music and art can do it and somebody appreciates it, that's all that matters. If I can make a difference in one person's life, that's all that matters. Because
you made a difference in my life.
praise God. I mean, hallelujah.
You did. I wouldn't be sitting here with you if you hadn't.
Yeah.
Because you were playing your guitar when I walked up.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's a positive difference, you know. We can all make a negative influence in somebody's life, but if we can be a positive difference in somebody's life and make them just think for a minute, maybe there is something worth caring about.
I think one of the biggest things as a society is, you know, we need to have patience with each other. I don't think it's necessarily fair to outcast people because they're less fortunate. I do think that all humans should be treated as such, which is as humans, because you never know what that person is going through. At the end of the day, we all have one heartbeat. It's very unfortunate that this individual had to go through what he had to go through. His intentions are very genuine. You know, everything from not being able to attain a roof over his head to not being able to integrate into society, you know, to people treating him as he's a monster. When in reality, he's just another human being. Sure, he may need a little bit more TLC than other people, but who doesn't need TLC? We all need TLC. We're human, right? But I hope, you know, you guys took something away from this video, you know, and the next time you see someone of the less fortunate, you know, I hope this shines a different light on them versus what we have systematically been programmed to think about the less fortunate. Sure, there may be bad ones out there, but I say this all the time. Be genuine with your intentions, be kind, be cautious, and be courteous, because you just never know what that person is going through, and you just never know what this person could do for you. You know what I mean? And for me, this individual, you know, he's he's let me know that there's still some faith in humanity. For this individual here, this good brother right here, to be shunned and, treated like he just doesn't matter is very disheartening, because again, he sounds very genuine, and he sounds like he just wanted to get back into society and be treated like another human being. And he got the total opposite. The next time you see someone of the less fortunate, you know what I mean? You don't have to be rude with them. You don't have to be disrespectful with them. There's other ways that you can, interact with these people outside of giving them money or, giving them food or stuff like that. You know, just have a simple conversation with them. They'd probably give you more gems than your high school teacher did. You know what I mean? Anyway, if you like content like this, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next drop. Peace.